Good morning, everybody. It's the August the 1st, and here is the G10 FX market review for the month of August. There's the usual disclaimer. So we're going to look at the G10 currency pairs. These are the list of the currency pairs being covered in today's analysis from an Ichimoku cloud chart perspective. Okay, so jumping straight into the Pro Real-Time platform, I'll start with the Euro US dollar because that's had a tremendous rally over the last couple of weeks. We now, from a really big picture perspective, we're getting closely to the monthly cloud chart resistance zone here at the bottom end of the cloud here at 119, with significant resistance here at the top end of the cloud chart resistance at 122 and 121. So these areas is significant resistance. So we might see the euro pulling back a little bit after this tremendous rally we've seen over the last couple of months. Turning to the weekly cloud chart, we can see here we broke out of a sideways trading range somewhat, broke past the cloud chart resistance there at 115, and the next target here is 121 and 122. So that corresponds very well with the monthly chart, where the weekly and the monthly resistance is actually more or less at the same zone. So we could see this rally run into trouble in and around these levels. But firstly, it has to get past the 119, 120 resistance zones. Drilling in deeper closely, we can see we've had a nice rally when the euro broke past cloud chart resistance, then found support at the top end of the cloud, and then it just kept motoring ahead. Slightly extended from the price is a little bit extended from the cloud support level, but we are closer to key resistance zones up here. We can see we're not far from 121, 122 resistance zones. So consolidation risk remain high at these levels. Had a MACD buy signal at the top of the cloud and still going strong. So we would be looking at a profit-taking signal in and around these 120, 118, 119 level. Right. Jumping into the Australian US dollar, there, very similar situation, broke past cloud chart resistance, then found support at the bottom end of the cloud, kept on motoring ahead. We had another MACD buy signal, and it's now fighting old resistance areas. If we look at the weekly, we can try and see where these resistance areas come from. It comes from March and May last year, and these are cloud chart levels here and old highs. So we are navigating these resistance areas. So there could be a bit of a brief consolidation here, but so far the trend is up, as the front end of the cloud is indicating, and we're looking at these resistance areas for some form of consolidation in and around these levels. Okay, jumping into sterling, US dollar, broke out of a trading range, broke past cloud chart resistance, rebounded from cloud support. You can see it keeps rebounding from the bottom end cloud chart support zone, broke out of another trading range, front in the cloud, still indicating some upside, but we are looking at significant resistance areas here, and if we can see where this comes from, we turn to the weekly cloud chart to see where those resistance levels are. You can see, right, we spot on there, fighting resistance at the top end of the cloud here, significant resistance zone. So we need to see a breakout past this resistance zone, or we will see a reversal coming in here at 132, 133. So critical levels here. Sterling might be ripe for a consolidation in and around these levels. Okay, next up, New Zealand US dollar. Also a strong rally, rebounded from cloud support here at the bottom in the cloud. Bang, the MACD buy signal came through. Nice confluence of two signals, trading signals there. And we can see we are back at the old highs here, getting into this zone with significant resistance here at the top end of the cloud here at 80.8004. And then these old highs here make up the bulk of the resistance here. So we're getting close to these resistance levels. Looking at the daily, we can see where do these resistance levels come from. Old highs here currently. So ripe for a consolidation. Had a nice strong rally. Had a fantastic MACD buy signal below the cloud. Strong breakout past the cloud. And we're now getting closer to key resistance areas. So it met the upside resistance targets as it was grinding higher. Okay. US dollar CAD. Had a nice sell signal above the cloud, broke past the cloud chart support levels, the bottom in the cloud here, didn't find support, kept on dropping, retested the old lows here at 132.48, lost support there, tested the next level, lost support there, so it remained in a downtrend. As price action was taking place below the cloud, that's a confirmed downtrend. We still have a confirmed downtrend, but we are now looking for a MACD buy signal to come in here, and these lows come from previous old lows here. Back to the May 3rd low here is a significant support area there. And if we look at the weekly to see where this is bottoming out, we can see very close to the lows of June 2015 and the top in the cloud chart support zones here. So we are very close to a major support zone. So we could see a potential for a short-term rebound and then a 50% technical retracement. But watching very closely to see for those MACD buy signals below the cloud. Okay. US dollar Swiss franc rebounded from old support levels here. Back here, you could see the support levels come from May of last year as well as August of 2015. These are rebounded from the lows there on a weekly basis. At a technical retracement, we're now fighting resistance at the bottom end of the cloud. This cloud chart, these levels here at the bottom end of the cloud is the new resistance zone. If we look at the daily, nice little rebound from old lows here. Where does that come from? These lows, we can go back way back. We can see in May 2016 low came in a significant support area there. And we're now fighting resistance at the bottom in the cloud. So we could see further downside because the cloud chart resistance here remains in place. And we've seen that multiple times. We've not been able to get past that. So we could see further downside in the US dollar Swiss franc. Okay, as it's testing the bottom end of the cloud chart resistance zone here. Okay. US dollar Danish krone, very similar situation. If we go to the weekly chart here, we can see we are fighting for support at the old low here of August the 24th. We have cloud chart support levels here at 6.2160, 68 or 60 something. So very close to possible support level turnaround levels here. Front end of the cloud still indicate downtrends in place, so there's short-term relief rallies back up to the bottom in the cloud possible, but just watch out. We are trading counter trend. We've had a MACD sell, so we will be watching very closely to see when that buy signal will come back in. But yeah, 6.2307, significant support level to watch out for a potential rebound, and then a technical retracement back up to the bottom end of the cloud. Okay. Next one, US dollar Japanese yen, fighting for support at the bottom end of the cloud. Yeah, you can see these levels are, higher lows. So the trend is somewhat changing. Front end of the cloud indicating a bit of a positive picture here. We've not yet seen the cloud twist to the front. So we're off testing for support here, potential rebound zone. You can see, yeah, we have changed from a downtrend to an uptrend here. Bottom end of the cloud here at 108.80 is the next key support level for this on the weekly chart to watch out for. Okay, so we could see a potential rebound there as it's trying to find support within the cloud at potential rebound here at the cloud chart support zone. Okay. US dollar Norwegian krone, very similar to the other currencies here. Really looking for support here at old lows of October the 3rd, 2016. Significant low here. If we go to the weekly, we can see significant lows here. Old highs are now being tested for support with cloud chart support levels here at 774. And this cluster of support here should come in for a potential rebound. Front end of the cloud still indicate weekly downtrend in place. So we could still see further downside, but watching very closely for a potential MACD buy signal in and around these levels at the bottom as the US dollar Norwegian krone is bottoming out, and we're looking for a technical retracement. US dollar Swedish krona, also a very similar situation, also trying to find support. We're going to the weekly chart to see the multi-month lows here. So watch out for a potential turnaround at 7.8935. That would be the next key support area to look out for a potential rebound. Watching very closely for any potential MACD buy signal, but so far the sell signal valid above the cloud, 2nd of January, has been a weekly cloud chart sell signal, MACD sell, and it's just been going down since then. Look at the daily here. You can see multiple times to find support at the top in the cloud didn't work. Cloud chart resistance remain in place. Price action below the cloud, confirmed downtrend, and looking for a potential rebound in and around these old support areas, old lows for key support. Okay. But certainly back. The euro is interesting because it's at multi-month resistance. Just to wrap up here, monthly levels here, watching very closely to see if these old lows here will be the new resistance zone. So it's going to be a critical week to see what happens to the euro this week as it's going to fight the bottom end of the cloud chart resistance zone. Okay, until next time, happy trading.